Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And today is Thursday, May 1st. It's May Day, so happy May Day. I had a friend and her little grandson come by today and deliver a little May basket of flowers. It was so cute. It was one of those sponges. And it had live flower that was wet, and it had live flowers in it, and then it was in cellophane to help protect it. Super cute. And I had just been having a disagreement with my dad about, because he said, Happy May Day, it's time to be positive. I'm like, okay, I don't know what the big deal is. I've never experienced any May Day kind of thing. I know there are those things, and I know they exist around the world, but I personally haven't experienced any. So let me know if you have experienced May Day things, and what do you do for May Day? How do you celebrate May 1st? But it was funny because he was saying when he was a child he remembers, and my mom in Germany remembers stuff as well for May Day. The maypole with the wreath and the ribbon and all that kind of stuff, and games and songs and stuff. I've never experienced anything, and I grew up with two of them who talk about May Day like it was this big special thing, and I've never had something. So anyway, so then to have this little boy, grandson of a friend of mine, come by and bring a little May Day basket, it was super sweet. It was super sweet. He made a liar of me because now I have had something special happen on May 1st. So tell me in the comments, what have you had special on May 1st? Today I'm going to do something a little bit different, special, for Paper Pumpkin Playdate. I actually have two boxes I need to open, so I thought, well, I'll just open them for you, and then we'll get on to the opening the new kit, because I have it here, and I can't wait any longer to open this cool kit. So let's get started and open this. And you notice I use a box opener, not my scissors. All right, if I do use scissors, they are not my good paper snips because you don't want to ruin them with the tape. All right, so we have bubbles. Oh, we have more of these. I need these. Super fun. These are the on-the-go puffy stickers. There's 2 sheets of the stickers in here, so super cool. I love those. And then, oh, my Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blends. Mine, yeah, my light, I think it was, went dry. I used it so much. I think it was from last year when I did all those tacos and things. I think that was part of it. And then these are the on-the-go Pack Your Bags Twine Pack. There's 3 sets of Baker's Twines. This is Shy Shamrock, Strawberry Slush, one of the new incoming or returning in colors, and then Azure Afternoon, and that's all that on-the-go stuff. Ooh, I got some new cutting blades because my paper's been shredding. When you cut with your trimmer and your paper starts to shred, it's time to get new blades, all right? Just in case you didn't know that. And of course, dimensionals, because I use a lot of dimensionals. Everybody say dimensionals down below if you are a dimensional person. So then we have these, again, the those cute things. And after my retreats, I will show you, or after this retreat at least, I will show you what all this stuff is for. Glue. Can't have too much green glue, right? You can't have too much green glue. And then these wonderful packs. These are the Saying Something Ephemera pack. I love these for cards. They make life so easy because you have so many choices of sentiments to pick, and you don't have to worry about whether you have the stamp for it. And then get ready next Tuesday for one of these. This is the Loveliest Wishes kit. All right, it's a non-stamping kit. You see that? So we'll maybe do one of these next week and figure out where to set this. And then we have this one. I thought I had all these, but apparently I did not. This is another non-stamping kit. Essential occasions. So I love you, happy birthday, thank you. There's some citrus. I just love this white on the, what's that called? Where's Missy when I need her? The cardstock. No, not the cardstock. The craft paper, that's what it is. It's craft paper. It looks like cardboard, and I love using that for my cards. I wish they would bring it back besides in these kinds of things. So, besides kits and stuff, I love those. All right, so I have another one. I moved my glass mat because I was worried that maybe this one would. So this is my free shipping order from last week. All right, for those of you who placed an order during that time, thank you so much. I'm sure you've gotten yours and you are excited as I am to open all this stuff. So as of next week, next Tuesday, so you have less than a week, cardstock prices are going up. Packages are going to be a little smaller and prices are going to be a little more. So I stocked up because obviously I go through a lot of cardstock. So that is something you want to consider. If you go through a lot of cardstock, you might want to get some of the cardstocks. So this is the two-tone black paper. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is the new 12 by 12 kind of cardstock that we're going to be carrying in every single color. So instead of our usual color through cardstock, so if you like 12 by 12 color through cardstock, you would want to get that before next week as well. I think whatever is left will go on the last chance list, but don't quote me on that. So this is the two-tone color cardstock. So you can see this side, and then it's just a little bit lighter. All right, just a hair lighter. You can see it like that, just a hair lighter. And I have here, I've shown it to you before, but I have here the things because this is not color through. So it's not color through, it's printed on it. So you can use you can sand it with some sandpaper. You can tear it and then you'll see the little bit of white. You can crumple it and you'll see a little bit of white, and then you can also fold it to just see the other side so you can see the two tones that they have. All right, and again on the black. So this is our new 12 by 12 cardstock, and it will be available in every color. All right, in every color. As of Tuesday, right now, not all the colors are available. I think all of these colors are available, but not all the colors are available. So you'll want to make sure to grab those. And then this paper is awesome. I've been having so much fun playing with it. On the Go Designer Series paper, 12 by 12. Super fun paper. And then here's all my cardstock, I guess. All right, yes, I went a little overboard. So this is the new Secret Sea paper. That's our new, one of the new in colors. And then I have the Pretty Peacock and Petunia Pop. Fresh Freesia, I love Petunia Pop. I didn't put that up there when I was asking up above what your favorite colors from Stampin' Up were. Darling Duckling, that's another one of the new ones. Basic Gray, needed to make sure I had some of my good old neutral colors to throw things with. Misty Moonlight, a very popular color. Cloud Cover. So they are hoping to have that ink situation sorted out, but in the meantime, this is kind of a blue-gray, a light blue-gray. This is the Calypso Coral. We have Night of Navy. Night of Navy, another popular neutral color for card bases and such. All right, Strawberry Slush, which is one of our returning in color. And then, of course, Basic Black. I got a couple of those. Basic Black. Pool Party. So if you are low, like I was, if you were running low on cardstocks, like I said, you might consider getting them. And just as a nice little incentive for you in regards to that is for Friday and Saturday, so Saturday is National Scrapbooking Day, and Friday and Saturday, Stampin' Up! Is going to do double the rewards. So instead of 10% rewards on your orders, they're going to give 20% rewards on your order. You can't use them that day, but you can turn around after the new catalog goes live and then do it. And I am working on getting the catalogs out. This is Shy Shamrock, Crumb Cake. I'm working on getting the catalogs out amongst all the other retreat stuff that I've been doing. I'm almost ready to get them in the mail. They should be in the mail next week. Sorry, they will be a little late. Poppy Parade, Melon Mambo. Then we have Azure Afternoon, Pretty Peacock, another very popular color. Garden Green and Old Olive. Old Olive is a great green, very universal. Early Espresso, a great deep brown. Another Misty Moonlight. I thought I had ordered two. That's a very popular color in our DSPs. That was one of the reasons why I got. Hi, Missy. Yes, that is a lot of cardstock. I didn't want to run out, and the fact that they're changing the prices and how many are in it, because there's 24. I think it's going down to 20 pages. And then the price is going up a bit. So I wanted to make sure I had a lot because of Card Club and everything else that I do. Gorgeous Grape, Berry Burst. Look, I just got my nails done and they are Berry Burst with a little bit of sparkle. How fun is that? As soon as I saw that color, I knew I had to choose it. And then Petal Pink. Missy, don't fall off your chair. Yes, I ordered a lot of Petal Pink because Petal Pink is in a lot of our DSPs. So I kind of looked at all the DSPs and was like, all right, what is being used a lot there? More Basic Black, because I do use a lot of that. Blueberry Bushel. I have some Lost Lagoon. And some Timid Tiger and Poppy Parade. All right, the Timid Tiger is again one of our new in colors that are coming in starting on Tuesday. So I'm going to put all this paper back in here because this box is heavy. This box was really heavy. It was heavy. So let me move this over here. All right. Okay, so let's bring back the glass mat. All right, and we'll zoom in again. There we go. All right, and let's get on to our paper pumpkin because I know that's you want. Yes, it is a very heavy box, Missy. It was very heavy. When the UPS guy handed it to me, I was like, oh, maybe I should have had him haul it in the house for me. But it wasn't my usual guy. I don't know what happened to Jared. He's my usual guy. And so I didn't say anything. So anyways, let's see, because I have, oh, I love those colors. So there's Berry Burst. This is some Gorgeous Grape. And then, of course, as you get Gorgeous Grape and then you go a little lighter, then you sometimes get into the other shades of the Highland Heather, the Fresh Freesia. Over here is probably the Crushed Curry, and then the lighter gets into the Daffodil Delight. Maybe some Darling Duckling. That's still a new color to me. Here it looks like some Calypso Coral maybe over here. Maybe some Pool Party, maybe some Balmy Blue, maybe some Coastal Cabana. I don't remember, so let's find out. Ooh, you know I love this one. You'd think I liked pink as much as I like purple, which, hey, guess what? I kind of do. All right, oh, here's my ink spot. Berry Burst. So I will go grab that, and I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this pink. I might have to see about using it on a card because that would be really, really pretty. All right, but in the meantime, I just like to fold it up and set it aside. So let me grab the Berry Burst ink. I just re-inked it a while ago because we had used it for Card Club with the blending brushes, and it was pretty darn dry. You're so sad your box was damaged. Yes, that is really sad that your box was damaged. Was it like super duper crushed or just a little dent? Because sometimes I'll just have a dent. somewhere. That's awful. That makes me sad. All right, so here are our stamps. Thinking of you, congratulations, you are amazing, I'm here for you, hugs, and this goes along with our dies. We have, I'm gonna guess this is a butterfly, and then another 2 more butterflies, or that's a bow or flower. Oh no, it looks like a butterfly this way. Okay, that's how it is. So it's like flying away. Sending my love on your retirement to the happy couple. So very, very all occasion. Inked occasions. Yep, occasions. All right. So let's check this out. I'm already loving the envelopes. Oh my gosh. I wonder, I should have gotten more. I'm going to be checking to see if they have a refill on this one. Let me tell you what. Love, love, love this. All right. So let's take a look at the instructions. So here are the stamps. All right, and I usually just fold it in half. And that way when I take out the stamps, I can figure out where do they go. All right. Here are the dies. All right. So these are the dies right here. All right, so there's 4 dies. And this is what they look like when you die cut them. All right. So you have your hugs, you have your leaves, you have your little flower, and you have your sentiment piece. And last week, if you were here or if you saw it, I used some of these to make this card to show you that the dies, because there was a paper pumpkin sale, the dies, you don't have to necessarily have the stamp set. All right, for this one you do, but you could also turn this into something else. It could just be a whole bunch of grass that you use as well. So these are the dies, and they go with the next, so this is the next quarter 2. So the hugs you can see go with this, and then, I don't know, this might also, because there'll be 3 sets that it goes with. So we'll have to see how that is, what's in it. Ooh, look at those bright colors. You know what? I just put some peach pie and pink together. That's becoming a new fun combo to me, which is weird. It's not one that I would wear because my complexion wouldn't allow for it, but I have a pail for this weekend where it was a pink pail, and I put a peach pie sign on it, name tag on it. So cute. I am so cool. I'm cool because I'm on trend, but I just love how those colors go together. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Yes, this is a favorite color palette. Oh, let's see what the colors in it are. So, Berry Burst, Flirty Flamingo. See, I forget about Flirty Flamingo. Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather. Didn't I call that? Peach Pie, Pool Party, and Gold. But what is this little green? I guess Pool Party. But boy, howdy, on here, it's definitely darker than just Pool Party. That's definitely darker than Pool Party, I think. But, you know. They list the main colors. Oh my gosh, look at those gorgeous envelopes. Look at that. Oh, all right, so we're doing 3 cards. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and set those aside. And then, so I like to look at this page, which I call the ingredients page. So here's card 1, card 2, card 3, and what's on each of them. So I'm going to set that there. Let's see. All right. So this first one, whew. All right, is that this one? That's this one, so that's card 3. Oh my gosh, I love these colors. Whew. Yeah, I have not seen anything. I've really been very good and very lucky to not see it on my social media when I've jumped on real quick. But I've been very purposely staying away. So this is card number 2. Love it, so nice and soft. Ooh, this might be my favorite. I don't know, I do like the gold on here, but I love this. And you can recreate this. I don't know how to do this alcohol ink thingy, but I think I might need to learn. Because can you imagine just creating all this on your own cards? And there's card 1. Oh, beautiful. We have some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, and then we have hugs. Which one? Let's see. Hugs, thinking, congratulations. All right, so we got to figure out which one's hugs. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Oh no, hugs is here. Got it. Hugs is here because it's way bigger than the stamp. All right, so hugs goes here. And then these must be here. This is thinking. Here we go. Thinking. Right there. We must be stamping on it. And then congratulations is right here. All right. And then we need one of these over here. And one of these straight edges over here. All right. Woo. Woo, look at that. All right, so we're going to do this gold one is going to very carefully, crushed enough that you can't really use it. Unfortunately, the insides were fine. All right, well, yeah, at least that. And that's not really on Stampin' Up. Unfortunately, that's their postal service. That some days you want to praise them and other days you want to wring their necks because they're not nice to your stuff. Did I just say that on live camera? I did. Yes, there are some days where I am so not happy with my postal person. He's careless. He doesn't care. He does not take pride in his job, and it shows in his work. The mail lady we had before she retired, she was on it. She took pride in what she did, and the guy who replaced her does not. That's all I can say. He just does not. So, all right. So this I'm going to go ahead and toss because it's too delicate to be able to use for anything. And this one goes here. All right. And then of course there's two more because there's 3 of each card. All right, so not too many pieces. All right, so let's go ahead and do these cards. I'm going to set this over here and we'll get to card 1. All right, so card 1. Whoo-wee. Love, love, love. And you know what our friend Sharon's going to do? She's going to cut all these. And I think I will have to agree with her because I would want to use more of it. So these are going to get cut after these first cards because I want to have more of these versus having one on the back. All right. Yep. Definitely going to be pulling a Sharon. Did we ever come up with a name for that? We did for embossing. We did hashtag Christining. Or we call it Christining, but we didn't come up with the one for Sharon. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is get out these little butterflies. All right. And I have my little, oh, I don't have them over here, so let me get them over here. Oh, they're obviously being used for other stamps. Here we go. Oh, here's one. I'll just take the little June bug off. I still got to do the video for Card Club. All right, so we have 2, and we have this little stamp. All right, and this little stamp with 2 butterflies on it. And you can use, you know, your big Stampin' Block that comes with your kit. But I do like to use these. Now, we don't sell the A's anymore, but we do have the B. So I would use the B size because they're just easier to maneuver with the little things. Otherwise, when I do small ones, I think I did one other time, I'll just put it on the corner over here, not smack dab in the middle of the block. All right, so let's open this up. And we're going to do the 2. Let's bring this over and let's test it out. Yep. Mine is very juicy. maybe a little bit too juicy, but all right. So I'm going to do that there. And then this one. Right here. All right. And then we have the I'm here for you. I'm here for you. All right. So you want to lay it there like that and then pick it up with your block. I'm of course using a smaller block because that's just easier for me. All right, I'm here for you. Oh, goes on here. I almost did it on the card. All right, I'm here for you. Stamped center. All right. Whew. Missy, have you made yours? So great tip to put the small stamps on the corner of the other block. Yeah, if you only have a big block, I tend to use the corner, but then make sure when you're stamping you're not laying your whole pad in the ink. All right, but if you're using this one, I would put it just on this corner, tap the ink on it, and then you can just maneuver the corner. All right, I find that easier, but you know, I'm not the be-all end-all on how this works. I'm just telling you what I think works best for me. You can give it a whirl and then see. So we'll use our dimensionals. Oh, I think I have, yeah, I have some small ones here. So I'm going to use these. And it shows just two, one on each end, because we're going to be doing it over the letters of the word hug. So, hugs, actually, it's not hug. All right, so then we're going to put a dimensional on the G and down here on the H. All right, and then we got to do some cutting. That is not my favorite thing to do for these little mini dimensionals. All right, so if you have any of your really skinny strips, that might be something to do, is keep the little strips for this such occasion. So we need one up here on the H, and then we need one over here on the S. All right, I don't know if that's enough. I'm actually going to do a couple more. It doesn't seem like that's enough to keep it steady, and I'm going to do one down here on the G. All right, so you can't really use too many. You just want to make sure that they're not showing. All right, so I'm going to do one on this side of the G, and then I'm going to do one on the fatter side of the G. And that way it helps keeps it stable, because you don't want your words and whatnot to dip. All right, you want them to be able to stay flat or flush, parallel to the card, however you want to say that. So, all right, let's see. All right, so now we're going to set this between all those. Like this. See, it keeps it nice and flush. We've got a few extra ones on there, and then we're going to take this and put it across here. So it should just, okay, mine's not just reaching, so you want to make sure it's all the way to the outside edge. All right, all the way. Yep, messed that one up. That's okay. I'd rather have it messed up and have to use new ones than have it messed up on my card. So you want these all the way to the outside edge, because they have to stretch over that G and S. And it just wasn't quite enough room. So I've got these all the way to the outside edge. There we go. Much better. There we go. Oh, did I forget to take the paper? I forgot to take the paper off that one. There we go. All right, hugs, I'm here for you. I'm going to go ahead and do some more butterflies on the inside because I think they're really pretty. So we're just gonna do a few. Kind of have to go that way just because of the way this one is. It might be one where you cut it apart. I've done that once or twice where I've cut it apart because it just didn't look right. So that one's flying that way, this one's flying that way, and the other one's flying up. So just adding a few extra ones in there. You could add hugs as well if you wanted to, just to give more emphasis to the hugs. All right, and I'm going to add a butterfly out here too. All right, because I'm really liking that. All right. Oop. All right, here we go. Knocked over that stamp. I just got an ink spot. The double rewards is Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday in celebration of National Scrapbooking Day. And you can, order anything. You can order scrapbook kits off of the Last Chance, or you can order anything else. Last Chance list, online exclusives for demonstrators, the pre-order stuff. Any order you place, you will get 2 times the Stampin' Rewards, so 20% Stampin' Rewards. Crazy, huh? All right, so there's card 1. Let's take a look at card 2. All right, here we go. I'm gonna flip this over. There's no gems, no ribbon. We're just doing this because some of them have the gold, like there's already gold on here. Set this one aside. Bring this in. All right. I like to burnish it with my bone folder. Not a must-have, but it sure is nice. All right, so then we're going to, it's having you stamp the butterflies before the flowers are there, but I think I'm going to do the flowers first so that I make sure not to stamp where it's going to go. I guess you could just lay it down. It's going to go all the way down. Yeah, it's going to go all the way down to the end. All right, all the way down to the end. And then we'll take our little single flying one, and it's going to go up here. Right, and then our double flying ones are going to be right here. All right, so then we're going to put dimensionals. So probably want to do it that way because once you have the dimensionals on, it'll be a little more challenging in case your block hits the paper. All right, so then we're going to use our dimensionals to go all the way across here. They only have 4. These are small dimensionals, so I'm going to put them about 1 inch apart and use more than they are calling for. All right, that seems to be the day of it. I'm using more than they're calling for, but that's kind of what happens with minis. All right, and then wherever you see some thicker spots, all right, so there, there, there. So my son is at the OAC, the Ohio Athletic Conference Championships today. Sadly, he didn't do so great today. I mean, he didn't do horrible, but he didn't do what he wanted to do. So send him some good vibes over in Ohio. He's in Geneva? No, I can't remember actually what town he's in. Wilmington? He's at Wilmington University. I don't know what town it's in. So they're staying in hotels so they can be well rested and not have to travel. and him and the team are trying to win. You know, the rival thingy. They want to beat their rivals. All right, so we're going to set this down on the very edge of the card, like that, like that. Whew, that looks pretty darn cool. All right, then we're going to stamp the thinking of you. So the stamp already has of you on it. Oh, I guess I should get a block, huh? Yeah, I should get a block. Here we go. So you're going to stamp it right on there. Luckily, it is photopolymer, so you can see through it. Let's see how it stamps. Ooh, beautiful. All right, so we want to center it. There we go. Kind of hold it down, smooth across. Don't smush it. You're just firmly holding it down. There we go. That one actually inked better than that one, or stamped better than that one, but that's okay. So then we're going to, it's going to go right here. So I'm going to put the dimensionals on the card just so that I know the dimensional gets in between the flowers, not on the flowers, right? So there want one over here. Let's see, where else? There's going to be one right here. And I think that's it. So just those three. There we go. And just set it right on there. Thinking of you. How gorgeous is that? Lordy, lordy. Thinking of you. That is beautiful card. All right, here we go. Let's do some more butterflies. Let's kind of do this. All right, and kind of do that one. There we go. And I'm just going to put one up here as well. All right. This is very well juiced. And then we're going to stick it in here like this. Such a cute thing. Oh, we didn't. Here we go. I'm just sticking the butterfly on the envelope as well. Just that one double set. Because it's just so pretty. And of course, you know I'm loving the berry burst. Mine's a little over juiced. I do have to admit it's a little over juiced. But to remedy that, I can use it with blending brushes, or I can also just take some paper towel and blot it up a little bit. Let's see, hold on. Yes, when is the double rewards, or $26 off of, or 26 off. Yeah, Missy, let me contact you later about that. There's a join special coming. I don't think we're allowed to say it until then, but Beth could take advantage of the join special for sure. Indirectly off, yes. That's what you did for the butterflies too. Oh, did you cut it? Did you cut it? Yeah, I'm thinking I'll be cutting those butterflies apart. Oh, and here we go. I love this one. I love this one. All right, so let's see. Here we go. Yeah, these are definitely going to get cut apart because I do not want to waste any of this. I mean, it's nice to have it on both sides, but I really would rather make 2 cards out of it than just the 1 card. I really would. Oh my gosh, that's just absolutely gorgeous. All right, so it is a landscape. We're going to be doing the butterflies again. I guess that's the only thing in here besides words. Yep, that is. All right, so we will do these down here. And then we'll do this one up here. All right. Then we're going to use, ooh, where'd my gold thingy go? All right, oh, here it is. I'm like, wait a second. Is it smack dab in front of my vase? Probably. All right, this is a big enough circle. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my larger ones just to keep it more stable. Because that's what I like about the larger ones. I like to, all right. And then this is going to go across here like this between the butterflies. All right, and let's stamp. We're going to be stamping the congratulations. Congratulations, and you are amazing. All right. So next week is finals for my son for guitar. This week is the competition. Depending on how well he does, he could possibly make it to, well, depending on how well he does, he could make it to nationals, which is at the end of the month. All right, here we go. And then my mother has a birthday next week, and my dad has a birthday on Memorial Day. Sometimes Mom's birthday is Mother's Day. Ooh, I didn't practice stamping that one, but it came out good. All right, and then I need another one for this. You are amazing. See, this is why I have so many blocks, so that I don't have to keep changing it out. I don't have to clean them and change them until I'm done. All right, let's go ahead. We already know we're gonna put the butterflies on here, so we might as well just do it now, right? Do it now. And then we can close this up and not have to open it again. All right, and so it shows, that's the beautiful thing about this, it shows the arrows where to do it. You know, stamp, ink, or put the stamp on, ink it, and stamp here, then put the dimensionals, dimensional here, the hexagon or the dimensionals. So I just love these instructions. A lot of those kits that I have been making the cards for that are older, they don't have these kind of instructions. They have the old black and white instructions that you weren't sure if you were doing it in the right place. You kept having to look at the little picture on the front. So I'm excited to see your alternates. I've seen some beautiful ones on Facebook. I searched high and low. I thought I had lost the For You stamp. Is there one in here for you? I don't see a For You. For You from a different stamp set? There's no For You in this one. We haven't used a For You. All right, so then we're going to put dimensionals. Now I wouldn't put dimensionals here because we're going to be putting it across here, right? So if you put it across here and you put a dimensional, you would have to put two dimensionals on each side. So you just want to put dimensionals on the last ones. All right, because this is going to be over the dot. Now if you wanted, if you were worried about it not staying completely flush, you could put another dimensional right here. But I would not worry too much about it, so I put one there. But you don't want to put one in the middle because that's going to then go over this part. So we're basically hiding that. This one's a little too high, so we need to pull this one down a bit. All right, we're essentially using the center of the word to hide this circle. All right, like that. And then again, you want to have your dimensionals on the far ends of your sentiment piece, your rectangle, because it's going to be going across the letters. And so it'll be lifted in the center by that. All right, so we're going to just do that across here. There we go. All right, there you go. I love it. These cards, super simple, but so amazing. The colors are phenomenal. Oh my gosh, they're just phenomenal. I love all these colors. I love the little bit of gold in there. Very reminiscent of the expressions in ink that we had a few years ago that was just like pink and purples and not, I don't think it had any oranges in it. So I do like the added of the orange because like I said, I just made something earlier that was pink and orange and I was like, huh, I kind of like how that looks together. So here we go. Here are our 3 cards, and yes, I will be cutting them apart, and yes, I will be having some serious fun with these cards, so be prepared. All right, and I am going to cut these 2 butterflies apart as well. I don't often cut stamps, but every now and then I gotta cut stamps, and these 2 need to be cut apart so that you can have the butterflies all over any which way you want. So before I move on, let me just remind you the deadline. You got 10 days. You have until May 10th to register for the virtual retreat from anywhere. You can do it from your home. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. It'll be on Zoom. You come when you can, stay as long as you can. There will be 2 30-minute meal breaks, one about lunchish time, probably, you know, yeah, probably around 12 or 1. And then a dinner one, also probably around 5 or 6. And then, of course, you can drink and snack in between as you would like. You run to the restroom when you need to run to the restroom or do whatever you got to do. All right, but attempt to get as much uninterrupted time to do this as possible. Life happens, though. There'll be a fun game. There will be make and takes that will be in your box. Your swag bag will be in your box. Your table gifts will be in your box. Everything but the food will be in your box. I can't do the food for you. Sorry about that. So you've got this. And if you want to join us, please let me know. You can comment down below and I can send you the link. You can message me directly and I can send you the link. Or you can go to the bit.ly/journey to creativity. It doesn't say early bird anymore. I think it just says Journey to Creativity June. I'll put the link below. All right, I'll just do that because I forgot I changed this because I decided to just leave it at the $90. You get everything and you get 12 hours of fun crafting time with other creative ladies, and we've got a handful of ladies who are going to be there. Would love to have a second handful of ladies. It's going to be super fun. Lots of laughter, lots of productivity time. You get to work on whatever crafts you want. If you do bring a sewing machine and you're sewing, I do ask though that you mute yourself while you're sewing so you're not disrupting everybody else. But other than that, we're all unmuted and just talking and chatting about life, about asking, you know, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? How do you like, you know, how, and just kind of sharing. All right, so next month's Paper Pumpkin is the Mountain Majesties. You have until May 10th to subscribe, all right? So that is next Thursday. So you have 1 week to subscribe for this one. If you haven't yet, you could wait and subscribe tomorrow, do a Paper Pumpkin, a prepaid Paper Pumpkin, and then you get the Stampin' Rewards, all right? The month to month, you also get the Stampin' Rewards, but you get them each month, not the one-time big one. So if you want a good big double dose of Stampin' Rewards, you want that 2-time Stampin' Rewards, doing a prepaid will get you more bang for your buck. All right, and then the June one is this one, which will coordinate with the Floral Charm Suite. All right, so here we go. Let's have some fun. All right, So have a great rest of your Thursday. I won't see you again until next Tuesday. I will be at retreat tomorrow evening. Yeah, tomorrow evening, 5 to 10, all day Saturday and half the day on Sunday. And then Monday I will be recuperating, sleeping in, all that good stuff. And then I will see you back here on Tuesday for our Kit Together Tuesday, and we'll check out one of these new kits I just opened up today. All right, so take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Fill your cup. Make life a joy, because it is a joy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.